I have less than an hour to film this video and then get ready for work. So I'm also multitasking by having a smoothie. And yes, my smoothies are in Tostitos jars because they're just a little bit too big for my regular glasses, and these are great. Hello! I am so excited to be working on a video again. I made a video last month, but before that it had been a while. I wanted to make a video about VidCon, and for the most part I'm gonna skip the whole like what is VidCon portion of this video. I read a lot of articles online while I was researching this of like, it's like how to do VidCon or like tips and tricks for VidCon, but it's for people like industry people who are going into VidCon completely blind and they don't know what it is. I'm going to assume that if you're watching this video, you know what VidCon is, are potentially a creator or a fan yourself, and are going to VidCon, which is coming up like real soon. So that's what this video is going to be about. It's a couple of do's and don'ts for how to go to VidCon. Before we get into all that, I would like to mention one quick thing, that I make videos on this channel and I enjoy it a lot, and I would love if you were to subscribe to my channel and check out some of the content that I have on here. I'm hoping to turn this into a more regular thing for me. I've been very sporadic. I will probably make a video about why I haven't made videos sometime in the near future. I also have videos planned about Disneyland and Star Trek and lots of other things. I've just got some things in the works now, and if you don't want to miss it, then be sure to subscribe. All right, now that we have that handled, let's get to VidCon. VidCon is a really amazing opportunity. It's so incredible to be in a place where you're surrounded by other people who are also just as excited about online video as you are. Not only can it be a great time to meet your favorite creators, but it's also a good time to just make friends, people who also make videos, who are on a similar level to you. And it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot going on. It can be super overwhelming, but I will say that some of my best internet friends were made at VidCon and NerdCon. So I'm very excited that I get to go again this year. Like I said, this will be my 6th VidCon. I didn't go last year. I had another obligation, but I'm just so excited to go to VidCon this year. It is my favorite time of year. Because it is my 6th VidCon, and I spent 2 or 3 of those VidCons as a volunteer, I've seen some things. I've seen some people do things that are really questionable, and I have compiled a list of things that you want to make sure not to do, and other like alternative things that you should do in preparation or like to avoid that pitfall kind of thing. At the end, I will also list just a couple of things, and I'll probably include this in the description of like, just be sure not to forget these things that don't always wind up on a packing list, but are things that you really are gonna want when you are at the convention. So let's get to it. My first tip, and it seems so small and so silly, is don't use the free tote bag. You're gonna be walking around the expo hall, different brands, different companies are going to give you free stuff. Very exciting, wonderful. I encourage you to take it all if it's something that you are interested in. Take the tote bags, don't use them at VidCon. So what you should definitely do instead is have a bag, whether it be a tote bag or a backpack or a fanny pack, have something that you are going to recognize as yours very quickly. And also, if you're worried about this, keep like a business card or a luggage tag or something in the bag so that if you do happen to get separated from your bag, you have a higher chance of finding it again. I met a lot of people when I was working as a volunteer who had lost their bag, lost their wallet, lost their VidCon badge. Just like, keep track of your things. You don't want to be the person who has to sit out because you lost your wallet and you don't have any more money. So just be really careful. You are in a place where there is a lot of people and it's very easy to lose track of things. Just be aware of your surroundings and make sure that you have your things with you. My second tip for you is don't overschedule yourself. Like I said in the last one, there's a lot going on. There are a lot of things to do, panels, meet and greets, and there are even things that aren't necessarily on the agenda that your favorite creators might be trying to host a meetup somewhere on the property. So you definitely want to be aware of everything that's happening, but you are not going to be able to do everything. You want to be able to walk around the expo hall, you want to be able to check out all the food trucks outside, and if you're in panels like back to back to back all day, you're not going to be able to do that kind of thing. I would recommend checking out the agenda and kind of having at least some sort of a game plan. Also, just taking a look at the map and kind of knowing your way around the convention center if this is your first time at VidCon. This year I am trying to plan for like 2 things per day that I want to make sure that I'm making, and also be aware of the other things that are happening throughout the day, but I want to be super loose with my schedule. And I have no idea if that's going to work out. I feel like I'm going to wind up doing way more. But here's to hoping, at least. Okay, next up, you don't want to forget to eat. And this is both personal and anecdotal experience from others. There's a lot going on, and sometimes you forget to like plan for meals and making sure that you have enough rest. I've done it, lots of people have done it, but yes, to some extent you can sleep when you're dead, or like after the convention is over, but also just make sure that you have snacks with you, drink lots of water, and just plan for time to go out to the food trucks or have a lunch that you are bringing with you. I would even recommend having a bar or a snack or something that you can have around lunchtime and then waiting until a little bit later to go out to a restaurant or a food truck, because they get very, very busy right around lunchtime. And if you kind of time it so that you're not at rush hour, you can get through a lot quicker. So my last thing for you is probably the most important. I may have said that about the first thing, but this time I mean it. This is the most important one. Don't be a dick. Okay? Don't do it. I have seen people get like swarmed and trampled in the process. I've just seen people like verbally abusing security members or staff, and there's no need for that. You need to remember that everyone that you come across is also a human. Pretty much everyone is at VidCon because they love online video. You have more in common with them than you have not in common, most likely. Give people common courtesy even if they are not necessarily showing it to you, and just be the type of person that you would want to interact with while you are at the convention. It's really shockingly simple. Oh, and don't go to a panel to heckle people. Like, that's the most dick move in the world. Don't be that guy. So that's kind of it. That's it for my do's and don'ts list. A few things that I have found super helpful at past VidCons, just like actual physical things to make sure that I have with me, is an external battery pack, a sweater, because it gets very cold in the air-conditioned rooms of the convention center, business cards or contact cards, something that you can give to someone that you want to keep in touch with. Yes, you can follow people on Twitter or Instagram, but it's really hard to find the people that you've just followed again unless you remember them really well. So I'd recommend some sort of calling card. A pen and paper to take some notes, and a water bottle that you can refill throughout the day. That's it. That's all I've got for you guys. I hope that if you're going to VidCon, you've found this information helpful. And if you are going to be at VidCon this year, 2019, definitely let me know in the comments below and we can try and meet up. I am so excited to be going this year. It's coming up so fast that I know there's a lot I need to do before we get there, but I'm just really glad to be a part of it this year. And I need to get ready to go to work because I can't go to work in what I'm wearing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you get a chance to do something that you love today, and I'll see you next time.